Hi everybody, I'm Jack, and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. Just here with you for another one of our little weekend chats. I always like the weekends, even though I don't live a regular Monday through Friday schedule. I get work done, but I also get plenty of relaxation in. The couch is right over there, and I'm thinking that a nap or at least laying there and watching some Netflix will be in order today. But anyhow, wanted to come with you with a great meditation for these troubled times today. I do videos every day. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate you if you'd hit that subscribe button now and then click on the little bell and check send notifications so you'll stay subscribed to the channel. Very, very important. Always click that send notifications so you will know when the channels you're subscribed to put out new content. Incidentally, this I wanted to mention on one of the weekend videos today. Check out the blog sometimes. I'm about to start getting a little bit more active with the meditation over there. I don't do as many videos on it here, but I'm going to start writing more articles based on my meditation, just meditation in general, some things about my meditation practice. And as always, let me make it clear. This is just a practice that I've found a lot of peace through. I'm not a teacher. I'm not that experienced. I've had a daily sitting practice for a little less than a year now, coming up on a year. So I'm still learning. So what I like to do is share things kind of from the beginner's mind standpoint. Anyhow, this is a good one, as it says, great meditation for these troubled times. And I will be reading to you today. I've read from this magazine, this publication, a number of times. Lion's Roar, Buddhist Wisdom for Our Times. I love this little magazine. I think it comes out every 2 months. Like I say, the actual name of the article is Metta for a Troubled Time. That's a type of Buddhist meditation. And I think I read it the other day, and it was one of those. Almost every time when I buy my new copy of this magazine, I sit and read it, and usually within half an hour, I'm like, yeah, I've got to do one of my videos on that on a Saturday. So anyhow, here you go. Metta meditation is not a magical spell you can cast on the population of the U.S. in order to produce a state of utopian bliss. It is not a cure-all for oppression and the unequal distribution of power and privilege. Metta meditation doesn't work like that. It's about being determined, courageous, and patient in purifying your own heart and mind. Metta is a meditation practice that involves concentrating and reciting, either silently or out loud, phrases of good wishes towards yourself and others. Metta is usually translated as loving kindness, but I prefer Thanissaro Bhikkhu's translation of metta as goodwill. What this form of meditation is designed to do, and for many people does very successfully, is to purify us of hatred and ill will. Goodwill is the antidote to ill will. Goodwill or loving kindness is the antidote to ill will, hatred, and enmity. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. called about the need for aggressive nonviolence. There are times and situations we have to show up and throw down, and this may be such a time. Whether I do that from a mind of toxic hatred or from a mind that recognizes that every human being has at some point been my mother, my parent, my guardian, depends on how well I practice metta. When you practice goodwill, you remove fear and negative reactivity from your mind. For me, this is what is most important about many people practicing metta, together or individually, whenever it is necessary to reduce the conflict and hatred that emerge so quickly from fear and spread in a viral fashion. When you practice metta, you kind of work up a ladder. You go from people like family and friends, people it's easy for you to feel goodwill toward, to those you don't know. Then, ascending as you are able to, not forcing anything, you extend wishes for safety, happiness, and peace to those you dislike and those who you consider your enemies. Finally, at the ultimate level, you extend your goodwill to all living things in the universe, all living beings in the universe. It's a pretty tall order, although possible for some people, to feel loving and kind toward those who are perpetrators of violence and oppression. Even to feel goodwill toward them might be difficult. So we can frame this meditation as the cultivation of non-hatred and non-fear in order to become stronger, more stable, and more centered. Then we can move forward in a positive fashion to battle oppression and create some improvement for our communities and the United States overall. Meditation can be done in a brief flash of good wishes, or it can be practiced continuously over many days. First, find a place to sit or lie down quiet and comfortably. Make sure that you're in a place of reasonable safety. You can close your eyes or keep them open a little. You might take a few deep breaths to begin, calming and steadying yourself to the best of your ability. You might want to gently and lightly place a hand on your heart or your cheek or another part of your body in any way that promotes a feeling of inner safety and that helps to connect you to your courage and compassion. Then you can begin the practice. Goodwill toward yourself. Using these words or others, because you can adapt this however you like, you begin with these wishes of goodwill to yourself. May I be safe and protected from physical and mental harm. May I be strong and healthy and enjoy well-being. May I be peaceful and truly happy. May I live my life with more joy and ease. And then toward friends. Now extend those good wishes to those whom you like, your family, mentors, good friends, and others. May you be safe and protected from physical and mental harm. May you be strong and healthy. May you be peaceful and happy. May you live with joy and ease. Then we move toward neutral beings. Now we extend our goodwill toward neutral beings, people and other living beings we neither like nor dislike. It's always useful to check in. Do you actually have neutral beings in your life? This is the author. I don't. My mind will quickly divide, even though very slightly, between those I like and those I don't like. That is something worth noting if it's not true for you. If it's true for you, that is something worth noting if it is true for you. Then you can recite something like, though you're a neutral being to me, meaning I do not engage with you that much, I know you are like me in that you have joys, sorrows, and pain in your life. Therefore, I wish you well. May you live your life with more joy and ease. Then we move toward the tough one, towards enemies. Thich Nhat Hanh said, while it is easy to love the lovable, it may be the unlovable who need our love more. So the next stage is to express your goodwill to the extent you can towards someone who has caused you some slight injury. Then to the extent possible, you can extend these good wishes toward people who have caused you more pain and to institutions and organizations that have caused you, your family, or your community pain and suffering. Let this develop naturally. Relax and invite yourself to experiment with it. That section right there is what really grabbed me and caught my attention on that, because the other part is fairly easy, but toward enemies, I still have a problem with that. I don't return hate towards somebody, and I don't really have enemies, but when somebody's negative, nasty, rude towards me, or just sending out any sort of bad vibes my way, I just almost want to delete them out of. I don't want to be around them or whatever. So I need to work on dealing with people that I don't like. Basically, what it boils down to. And then we move on toward all beings. Finally, you extend metta to all living beings in the universe. You might visualize yourself as a kind of lighthouse, with goodwill and loving kindness streaming out from your heart and body in every direction, including up and down. We want to be 360 degrees of metta. That would make a good slogan right there, 360 degrees of metta. May all beings be safe and protected from harm. May each and every being without exception be strong and healthy. May all living beings be peaceful and know true happiness. May each and every living being without exception live their lives with more joy and ease. And together may we complete the great journey of awakening. Very apropos for these times that are so contentious and so angry, and people yelling at each other here and there and not being able to listen to other sides. This is something I'm going to start including. I'm not going to necessarily do it every day and have a set practice and whatever, but I definitely want to include this in, and I think this little meditation can be very beneficial. I just was thinking as I was reading that, as I mentioned earlier about my blog, I didn't tell you, the address for my blog is always down below. It's just rawtropicalliving.com. And yeah, like I say, I'm gonna start expressing more of my thoughts on meditation over there. I can't come up really it doesn't right fit to do a lot of videos for it, but I can express myself a little bit better through the written word over there. And I do when I do write these articles, sometime I'll do like a little video clip that I'll include in there, which is just kind of a little bit of bonus on the writing part. But anyhow, I'd love for you to come check it out, and I hope to expand this and start sharing a little bit more. Anyhow, if you enjoyed this video today, I would really appreciate if you give me a thumbs up. Maybe share this one. This is a good one. This is a good one. And when I say it's a good one, it's not a good one to anybody. I read it. So it's a good article. It's a good thought to share. So share this. And I will see you guys again tomorrow. Love you. Peace.